Hi, my name is Anna and I'm co-founder of NoFrames Ltd startup based in Glasgow, Scotland. And we are a freelance platform that helps amateur artists and craftsmen to start their careers, build up their portfolios and find first clients. Please check us on noframes.co.uk. Also, we are part of SIEN, Strathclyde Entrepreneurial Network, and we're surrounded by many talented entrepreneurs. And here we start the series of interviews. And our first guest is Lawlor, the managing director and founder of Lawlor Technologies, the company which can help you to develop any application or website. Chris, I'm very happy and thankful that you're with us, and especially for our first interview. Irina and I, we wanted to do it for a long time already, and we always wanted you to be our first guest. So, Chris, you're running a software development company. Is it correct term?
Yeah, it's a software development company, but some people call it an app agency or a software house. So yeah, I've been doing that for 2 years now. It's called Lawlor Technologies, and yeah, it's been a roller coaster journey from when I started, but things are kind of picking up now. So starting to get pretty busy and getting a lot of client work in. So it's gone well.
How did you start? When it happened? So your company was founded in 2017.
Just over 2 years ago. Yeah, so it was the start of 2017. That I founded the company. I still worked for another app company at the time, and then I left that company in October of that year to go full time with Lawlor Technologies. Before I started Lawlor Technologies 10 years ago, when I was 15, I started a small business for DJing.
Seriously?
So I had a mobile disco.
I didn't know that.
So me and my friend, we bought speakers and lights and all this equipment, and we would get gigs most weekends. So we'd go to parties and venues and events, and we'd DJ for 5 hours, and we'd obviously make money through that. And my responsibilities back then, being 15, was getting clients, and it's the same thing now. I already kind of experienced that, and marketing the business and stuff like that. And then when I got a job, I couldn't do that anymore because of the hours. And if I finished work at 5:30 on a Friday, I didn't have time to get to the venue and set up in time. So I'd sold all my equipment, and then I didn't have a business anymore. But between that and the next business, I always wanted to do something else. So that's why I created Lawlor Technologies, because there was a gap in my life. I didn't have my own business, so I created Lawlor Technologies, and as I said, been doing that for 2 years now. So
I just imagining myself being 15 years old boy, but
I just had an interest for it. The reason we started the DJing is because we done a radio show in high school, and then we thought, well, we could just do this at the weekends and make money. And then when we started making money through that, it was well, we can start to get busy, we can get more clients. And I just kind of went from there, and I really enjoyed it. And the marketing side of it, I liked the marketing side of it as well. It was good. I mean, we would go to these parties and we would get free food. Usually get a drinks bought for us. And we get paid a reasonable amount of money every night. So it was the dream job. And all we had to do is play music.
Especially if you're 15.
Yeah, so it was a really good job, and it got us through university and stuff. As I said, it was me and my friend who done it. But yeah, so that was for about 6 years we done that. So
you were studying at
Strathclyde University, computer science. Started in 2012, graduated 2016. And then I went to work for a mobile app company.
Why you decided to go for computer science?
I was always interested in computers. I loved being on the computer and doing stuff. Even back then, in high school, I'd make websites and stuff. So it was kind of furthering that and just really about that time, apps were just kind of becoming a thing when I was in high school. So it was actually something that I wanted to do early on, but it wasn't until I got to the end of university that we actually started developing apps. And then I got really interested in it, and then I went to work for that company where at that point, you know, you learn stuff at university, but until you actually go and work for an app company or a software development company, that's when you really learn a lot. So flung in the deep end in that company, and I was there for a year and a half, and I just learned so much. Then I was able to use that just to help grow my own business.
I assume the majority of your classmates from university working now for banks and doing quite a lot of money.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? And do you feel like you're missing out, or?
I mean, initially, when I started Lawlor Technologies and I went full time on that, initially I compared myself to them because I was thinking, I need to work more hours in the day, I need to work on the weekends, and I'm getting paid less than them, but I need all this more stuff, and like I need to do everything. And you know, if you've got a 9-to-5 job and you're getting paid well, it's like stability, and when you finish at 5 you go home, that's you can do what you want. In the weekends you can do what you want, you can just chill. But when you've got your own startup company, then there's not a lot of time for that, and it's really difficult, and you're also not earning a lot of money initially, so it's tough, and it's quite natural to compare yourself to your colleagues and ex-classmates to see where they are just now, when they kind of got the same degree that you've got. But that's like short term. I'm always thinking about the long term, and sure, the first year or two it's going to be, you know, not a lot of money coming in, might not make any money. It's going to be difficult, going to need to work a lot of hours, but in 5 years' time, you know, it's going to be really good.
One day Chris and I we were discussing about future plans and visions of our life in 5 years. Do you remember this conversation?
Remind me.
So we were discussing and talking about that. You told something. You said, I'm gonna retire by 30.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. Yeah. That was that wasn't. Yeah, that was a joke. It's I mean, totally. But I think like 5 years time, I hope to have like a bigger office in Glasgow, have quite a few employees, and have quite some big contracts.
Yeah.
And obviously, some people might see where I'm at just now, and they might say, "Oh, that's successful."
Yeah.
And they think I'm successful.
Yeah.
And I think like success is obviously defined by yourself. So if you wanted to be like a nurse or a doctor, and you became that as a job, if you got that doctor job or whatever, you're a success. But for me, my goal isn't to become like a doctor. My goal is to become financially free. So that's success. So for myself, I'm not successful just now.
What is financial free for you? How do you define it?
I can't put like a value on it. Like I don't know how much money that is.
So it's not like 100 grams per year, or is
to be honest with you, that would be. I think that would be close to financially free, but it wouldn't really do what. When I say financially free, I also mean a family to be financially free as well. So that means, you know, their houses are bought. You know, they don't need to work anymore, kind of thing. So it's about having enough income where you can say, I've got enough money to put myself on a payroll and forever, kind of thing. So yeah, I can't put a value on that. I don't know how much that is, but it's having like a recurring revenue that's coming in all the time by making apps, and you put it in a subscription model. So people are subscribing to it and they're paying you money every year or every month. If that's coming in every month, then, you know, and you've got like 10,000 clients that are paying you £100 a month,
Yeah.
and you know that's a goal.
So we're talking about subscription model, which companies as such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, any video platforms use. So do you believe that this business model is their way to go in the future for your company personally, and for other businesses?
I think so. I think the subscription model is definitely the way forward. You know, obviously all these big companies are now doing it. I think that's a clear indication that that's where things are going. Things like Tesla, you know, they've started doing like the.
What do we do like subscription model for Tesla?
Well, not to like. I don't know if like that would be to like drive the cars, but I'm thinking about more like maybe like 30 years in the future, where it's like the automated cars. So just now the cars can like self-drive.
Yeah.
But eventually I think that might be like a subscription.
So when you said that you're thinking about future, you're thinking like 30 years.
Yeah.
It's very strategical. You're a very businessy person.
Yeah.
In terms of
I think it's important to think about the long term. Short term, it's not really important.
Do you think it's very important for entrepreneur to thinking about future, like long-term future, not like 1 year, 2 years, but long-term?
Long-term,
like
yeah.
30 years? How long?
At least 5, I would say. At least 5. I'd say like 5 years in the future, like have set goals.
I always think short-term, max medium term. So max like 3 years. And I realize it's a mistake, and what you said that entrepreneurs should think long term.
Yeah.
On the examples of companies like Apple, Steve Jobs example, all of them, they had vision. They had vision for their company.
Yep.
Companies, they not even for company, they had vision for the whole planet at some point. So they're thinking about customers, and I think it's what they, like as small businesses, should do as well. So could you define your vision for your company?
So my company going forward, obviously right now I'm a one-man band, it's just me. But going forward, and when we start to like hire people, when we start to grow a team, my vision for Lawlor Technologies is to have a lot of our own products. So our own technologies, in a sense that, you know, we've got our own apps and they're all in the app stores and they're generating money. VR is something that I'd like to look into.
Oh, really?
I've already kind of dabbled in VR and AR, augmented. And I just think that's really interesting, the kind of applications you could do with that and how you can improve productivity within a workplace using VR and AR.
So what kind of apps you're thinking when you're thinking VR?
So VR, there's all sorts of different things you could do with it. I'm thinking from a more simulation-based service where people in a workplace have to do a certain job. But for example, you get the flight simulators.
Yeah.
So basically, before a pilot flies, they can put on a VR headset and they can actually do the full thing without actually going on a plane. AR, so that's virtual reality. AR is augmented reality.
What is it?
So that's like, I don't know if you've seen apps like, you know, Snapchat and Instagram.
It's like Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah. So even like Pokemon Go, it's like it uses the app uses the camera and the phone to see everything, and then it just places like a 3D object within that view. So that's essentially what augmented reality is. Like Snapchat and Instagram filters, when it does something around your face, like, you know, the filters you have on Instagram, that's augmented reality as well.
Chris, I really like where you're going. I think it sounds so cool, and I totally believe in you and your company. How would you describe what gets you driven? I mean, is it just something inside you, or it's people around you who give you this eager to go there, to fight for your own business, to do all this crazy stuff?
I just who am I? I guess
It's just who you are.
I don't really have any external drive. I think it's because it's my own company, and I think because I've got my surname on the company name, I think there's like it's like a reputation thing as well. But I can't. And I've got an emotional attachment now to the company.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of my life now. It's kind of part of who I am, essentially. Because like even like on social media and stuff, like the only thing I post now is like law tech stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit awkward if I'd stopped doing that, because then it would be like, and I think, and it won't happen, but if law technologies failed, then I just wouldn't want that to happen. Obviously, nobody would want a company to fail.
Especially if you have your name on it.
Yeah, so that I guess there's like a drive there.
Yeah.
To not let it fail and always kind of stay ahead of it and make sure we're getting the work in and getting more clients. And
what I believe in is that we need to differentiate, and as you said, you need to try to divide your business in structurally, or doing different projects, maybe not concentrate. So don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. I think we all agree on it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Chris, I would love to show to our viewers your office.
Cool, yeah.
So if you're ready.
That sounds good, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's gonna be like pictured as a bear.
We can do it just for ourselves.
I don't want to do it even for us.
And you wanted me to be in the video.
Okay, Blondie and Bear, right? And Chris Cleveland. Nice. No, seriously, I'm like Blue Bear.
Blue Bear. Blue Bear.
This is actually my cousin's jacket, so you can't catch me in video.
Chris, your office is very, very cozy, and I like your logo. I just love it. When did you get it?
So I got the office in start of April this year. It's 2019, and logo. I mean, it's quite easy to put that up in the wall. I think it was like £100 just to get that, which is not too bad.
Yeah.
And I think going forward, this office only fits 2 people. Like really, like as a workspace. You know, we've got 2 desks, and it's just like the meeting area. So if I want to hire any more than 1 person, then I'm going to need to move somewhere else. But I'm hoping to move somewhere within this building, so I'm still within the city centre.
Oh.
So it'd probably just be another office in this building, just like a bigger space.
Yeah. Why not working from home?
Yes, it's a good question. I could work from home, but if I wanted, I could work from home. But the thing about working in Glasgow and the town is good for meetings. It's good for content like this. I make more contacts through having an office in the city centre, and it makes me seem more established.
Yeah, it's kind of, you can ask people to come to your office.
Yeah.
It's already sound.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get more clients having the office, even though it's costing me like money every month. It pays for itself because of the clients that I'm getting by like showing people it. And
how do you plan? So, do you have like money coming in every month, or do you have like stable revenue? How does it work?
So I pay myself. Well, my company pays me every month, so I'm on like a payroll. So essentially, so it's like
every month.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah. So it's like I've got a. So it's essentially it's like I've got a job at Law Technologies where I'm an employee and I'm getting paid every month a salary.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the month. So I need to make sure that I've always got enough money to do that, which means constantly making sure I'm getting clients. So it's a lot of responsibility from that side of things. But yeah, that's kind of how I earn money, just through this really.
When you just started, did you just like dive in, or you like, okay, I need to find a part-time job, I need to do this transfer as smooth as possible?
I think I got really lucky. I got like a client like at the very start, so it was quite a reasonably sized project. So the money I made from that client, that would keep me going for a good 7 months. So I got lucky. I got lucky with that.
That's so great.
And yeah, and just that next 7 months was all about let's get another client, let's get more clients, and I just kind of went from there.
About clients, did you have like difficult clients? Have you ever turned down a client?
I've not had difficult clients. I've had to turn down potential clients because it might not really be something that I offer as a service. For example, somebody might want a game developed, which I don't really do. So it's about saying, listen, that's not my skill set, and I'll try and refer them to somebody that I know who does that. So that's not to say they won't come back later on for like something else, but it's just being honest with yourself and knowing what your skill set is, and not like say yes to everything, because you do need to say no sometimes as well.
I know you carry quite a few projects, so you carry Lawlor. Wow, I pronounce it. Lawlor. Wow, second roll. Guys, I'm on roll. You like your main company, where you make apps and develop like programs. Let's say, and you have
Yep, career.
Yep, career. And, I was so surprised when I first heard about that. And I think you have books somewhere here, right?
Yeah, I think there's 2 books under there. I don't know if you can get it.
First of all, it's very nice. By the way, what's the story behind this bear?
Yeah, I bought it for my sister for Christmas, and then I've took it back.
Guys, I haven't said anything, but you can't take a bear.
But yeah, so I've got 3 books through that Yep Career brand. So it's all about youth employment. So I started that project in university. It was an app for young adults, so it's gamifying the process, getting employed, unlocking achievements, and stuff like that. So that's still in development, but I prioritise the client work, the making apps for clients over that, because that's what's bringing in the revenue.
Yeah. So right now, currently you have 3 projects, I would say separate projects.
So
Yep, careers, or technology and security projects.
It's in theory, yeah. Well, a lot of technologies have like a lot of projects because we're doing all these different apps for clients. Probably doing about 4 apps just now in Lawlor Tech.
And how many employees do you have? Just you?
Yeah, just me. So it's getting to the point where if I take on another project, I need to either hire somebody or subcontract. A lot of my friends are developers as well, so.
But it will be weird to hire your own friend or something.
Yeah, I mean, I trust them enough. Like, I trust them enough to do a good job.
No, but I mean, is it?
I mean, I probably wouldn't hire them. Like, I probably subcontract work to them.
Okay. It's
so, I don't think I could hire my friends because there'll probably come that day where you fall out and all that, and it's not good.
It's really an issue, and Irina and I were really conscious about that, and we were talking about this situation in Instagram. So it's not an issue. Chris, how's your day look like? Like, what is your daily routine?
It depends on what I'm working on, really. Sometimes I end up staying up like really late and working late. as well, and like even in the office, not even at home, staying late here and then getting like the 10 o'clock train home.
Have you ever like had sleepover here or something?
I've not. I've considered it, but I've never done it. Usually because I've got like a meeting the next day and then you go home and like change and get a shower and all that.
Yeah. What are your favorite places in Scotland?
Up north of Scotland is cool. There's a lot of nice scenery up there. There's a thing called the North Coast 500. Have you heard of it?
I think so.
It's basically you drive around the coast of Scotland.
Yes, I have.
It's 500 miles, and the scenery, I've never done it, but the scenery looks awesome, and it's it probably takes about 7 or 8 days to do it. If you're kind of like chilling, you're not like speeding.
Yeah.
Like some people can do it in like 4 days if they're like really going for it, day and night. But yeah, it's something I want to do, but it's just finding the time to do that. It's quite a long. It's quite like 5, 6, 7 days.
That's great.
But north of Scotland, anywhere really.
What about your weekends?
So yeah.
Today's Friday, by the way. So.
Yeah, the weekends used to be like maybe like last year I would work weekends. Now I take Saturday off and I work Sunday.
You work Sunday?
Sunday is like my most productive day.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's the only time of the week where, well, Saturday as well, but I don't work Saturday. It's the only time of the week where you don't have any no distractions, because everybody who should be working are not. So you've got more time to do stuff. You don't need to reply to emails. You don't need to take phone calls. You can just get on with it. So that's when I get most of the work done.
So if you have a day off, if you're having a day off, where would you go? So how do you have fun?
So
I know about your poker nights.
Yeah. So me and my friends have poker nights. Just between us, like a friendly match, in one of our houses. Well, it's like £10 each.
Oof.
So yeah, it's not too bad. As opposed to going a night out and spending like £100 or whatever. So it actually works out quite well. But yeah, so we do that every so often. We've been doing that for like 5 years now.
So you should be quite good.
My friends will tell you different. I've not won a game in a while, so but yeah, it's good fun.
Thank you, Chris. It was great talking to you, and we've been talking for 2 hours. It's like 4 p.m. already.
Is it? Jeez.
Time flies, guys.
Well.
The initial plan was to talk for 50 minutes, but well.
Oh well. You can cut it down, you know.
Chris, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and it's always insightful and just enjoyable. We love having you as our first guest, and as a small company which totally looking for developer, we know whom to ask. And guys, we totally can recommend Chris if you need app, website development or something like that. If you have just questions, I believe you can drop a message and Chris can consult you.
Yep, sounds good. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Honoured.
Done?